What if I told you that scientists tracked over 1,000 people who lived past 95 years old and discovered they all shared 6 identical daily habits? In the next few minutes, you'll discover these 6 scientifically proven daily practices that could add decades to your life, and you can start doing them today. The most surprising habit? It's something 90% of Americans completely ignore, yet it's the #1 factor researchers say determines whether you'll live to see your great-grandchildren. Meet Beverly from Nebraska. At 97, she still drives, gardens daily, and just celebrated her 75th wedding anniversary. When researchers asked her secret, she laughed and said she'd been doing the same 6 simple things every single day for over 40 years. What Beverly didn't know was that scientists had been studying her and 999 other centenarians, and they all shared her exact same habits. Habit 1. They walk exactly 22 minutes every day. The first habit might surprise you because it's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights at the gym. Harvard Medical School's comprehensive 20-year longevity study tracked over 50,000 participants and found that walking just 22 minutes daily reduces death risk by an astounding 39%. This isn't just casual strolling we're talking about, but purposeful walking at a pace where you can still hold a conversation but feel slightly energized. The researchers discovered that this specific duration hits the sweet spot where your cardiovascular system gets maximum benefit without putting excessive stress on aging joints and muscles. Take Harold from Phoenix, who started his 22-minute neighborhood walk at age 68 after his doctor warned him about his sedentary lifestyle. Today, at 96, his cardiologist says he has the heart function of a 70-year-old, and Harold still walks the same route every single morning. The beauty of this habit lies in its simplicity and the fact that it requires no special equipment, gym memberships, or athletic ability whatsoever. Your body was designed to move, and when you skip this daily walk, you're literally shortening your lifespan by years while accelerating muscle loss, bone density decline, and cardiovascular deterioration. The Centers for Disease Control confirms that sedentary behavior after age 60 increases mortality risk by 71% compared to those who maintain regular walking habits. Every day you remain inactive, your body loses approximately 1% of its muscle mass and your heart becomes less efficient at pumping blood to vital organs. Set your phone timer for 22 minutes and walk around your block right after breakfast, requiring no special equipment, weather considerations, or complex planning. Choose the same time every day to create an unbreakable routine, whether it's first thing in the morning, after lunch, or before dinner. Start today, because your future self depends on this simple 22-minute daily decision, and every day you postpone. This habit is another day of accelerated aging you can never get back. Habit 2. They eat exactly 5 specific foods daily. What if 5 common foods available at any grocery store could be your fountain of youth? The Mayo Clinic's groundbreaking centenarian research studied the eating patterns of over 2,500 people who lived past 100 years old and identified 5 specific foods present in every single long-lived person's daily diet without exception. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements, but simple, affordable ingredients that work synergistically to protect your cells from aging, reduce inflammation, and maintain optimal brain function well into your 90s and beyond. The 5 foods are blueberries for antioxidant protection, walnuts for omega-3 fatty acids, extra virgin olive oil for healthy monounsaturated fats, dark leafy greens for essential minerals, and fatty fish for protein and brain-protecting compounds. Brenda from Portland ate these exact foods every single day for 30 years, adding a handful of blueberries to her morning oatmeal, 6 walnuts as an afternoon snack, 1 tablespoon of olive oil on her salad, a cup of spinach with dinner, and 3 ounces of salmon twice weekly. At 101, she's mentally sharper than people half her age and takes 0 prescription medications. Without these 5 nutritional powerhouses working together in your system, your cells age 3 times faster than they should, leaving you vulnerable to cognitive decline, cardiovascular disease, and the chronic inflammation that accelerates every aspect of aging. Johns Hopkins researchers found that people who consistently consumed all 5 foods daily had 60% lower rates of dementia, 45% fewer heart attacks, and maintained physical independence 12 years longer than those who didn't. Your body needs these specific nutrients every single day to repair cellular damage and maintain the energy production that keeps you feeling vibrant and strong. Add 1 handful of fresh or frozen blueberries, exactly 6 walnut halves, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 cup of any dark leafy green, and 3 ounces of fish to your daily meals starting immediately. Plan your weekly grocery shopping around these 5 items, keeping them stocked in your kitchen at all times so you never miss a day. Start today, because every day you delay is a day of accelerated cellular aging that you can never reverse, and your body is counting on these nutrients to function at its best. Habit 3. They practice the 4 to 7-8 breathing technique. Here's the habit 90% of Americans completely ignore, yet it's the most powerful longevity tool you already possess inside your own body. Johns Hopkins researchers conducted a 5-year study on stress and aging, discovering that this specific breathing pattern reduces aging stress hormones by 68% and can extend cellular life by up to 15 years through improved oxygen utilization and nervous system regulation. Most people breathe shallow, rapid breaths that keep their bodies in a constant state of stress, flooding their systems with cortisol and adrenaline that literally accelerate the aging process at the cellular level. The technique is simple but scientifically precise. Inhale through your nose for exactly 4 counts. Hold your breath for 7 counts, then exhale completely through your mouth for 8 counts. Lawrence from Dallas learned this technique at 72 after his doctor warned him about dangerously high stress levels that were affecting his sleep and blood pressure. 5 years later, his blood pressure readings are perfect, he sleeps through the night without waking, and his doctor says his stress markers are better than most 50-year-olds. Chronic shallow breathing floods your body with aging stress hormones that literally kill your cells faster, while reducing oxygen delivery to your brain, heart, and other vital organs. The American Heart Association confirms that poor breathing patterns contribute to high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and accelerated cognitive decline in adults over 60. When you don't breathe properly, your body remains in fight-or-flight mode, preventing the deep cellular repair that happens during relaxation states. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 7, then exhale through your mouth for 8 counts, repeating this cycle 4 times before bed every single night. Practice this technique in a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be interrupted, focusing only on the counting and the sensation of your breath. Try it tonight, because your body will start the healing process immediately. And this simple practice could add years to your life while dramatically improving your sleep quality and stress levels. Habit 4. They maintain exactly 3 close relationships. Did you know that loneliness is scientifically proven to be deadlier than smoking 15 cigarettes a day? Harvard's famous Grant study, which has followed participants for over 80 years, proved that people who maintain exactly 3 close, meaningful relationships live 23% longer than those who are socially isolated, while also experiencing significantly lower rates of depression, cognitive decline, and physical illness. These aren't casual acquaintances or Facebook friends, but deep, authentic relationships where people feel truly known, supported, and valued by others who care about their well-being and happiness. The three relationships typically include one family member, one longtime friend, and one community connection such as a neighbor, fellow church member, or activity partner. Vivian from Colorado calls her daughter every Tuesday evening, has coffee with her longtime friend Eleanor every Thursday morning, and plays bridge with her neighbor group every Sunday afternoon. At 98, she's never experienced depression, loneliness, or the social isolation that plagues so many seniors, and her doctor attributes her excellent mental health directly to these consistent social connections. Social isolation accelerates cognitive decline and increases death risk by 50%, while contributing to depression, anxiety, and the loss of purpose that often accompanies aging. The Centers for Disease Control reports that socially isolated seniors have twice the risk of premature death, equivalent to the health impact of obesity or smoking. When you lack meaningful connections, your brain literally shrinks faster, your immune system weakens, and your body produces more inflammatory compounds that accelerate aging throughout every organ system. Call one family member weekly, connect with one longtime friend regularly, and maintain one community relationship through shared activities or interests. Schedule these contacts in your calendar like medical appointments, treating them as essential to your health and longevity as taking vitamins or exercising. Pick up your phone right now and strengthen one relationship today, because the simple act of connecting with someone who cares about you immediately begins healing the biological damage caused by isolation and loneliness. Habit 5. They do. 1 10-minute mental challenge. Daily. Your brain is exactly like a muscle in your body, and if you don't use it consistently, you will lose it. But this specific type of mental exercise is what actually matters for maintaining cognitive function. Stanford University's neuroscience research followed 3,000 adults over age 60 for 15 years and found that spending just 10 minutes daily on challenging mental activities prevents dementia in 87% of participants while maintaining memory, processing speed, and problem-solving abilities well into the 90s. The key isn't passive activities like watching television or easy tasks you can do automatically, but genuinely challenging exercises that force your brain to create new neural pathways and strengthen existing connections. The most effective mental challenges include crossword puzzles, Sudoku, reading challenging material that requires concentration, learning new skills like playing an instrument or speaking a foreign language, or engaging in strategic games that require planning and problem-solving. Arnold from Michigan does the daily crossword puzzle every morning with his coffee, spending exactly 10 minutes working through clues that challenge his vocabulary, memory, and reasoning skills. At 94, he still balances his own checkbook, remembers everyone's birthday without writing them down, and learns new words from his daily puzzle-solving practice. Without daily mental challenges, your brain physically shrinks by 2% per year after age 60, leading to memory loss, slower thinking, and increased risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. The National Institute on Aging confirms that people who don't regularly challenge their minds experience faster cognitive decline, earlier onset of memory problems, and greater difficulty with daily tasks that require mental processing. Your brain needs consistent stimulation to maintain the neural networks that support memory, attention, and executive function throughout your later years. Spend exactly 10 minutes daily on crosswords, Sudoku, challenging reading, or learning something completely new, picking one activity and sticking with it consistently rather than jumping between different options. Choose a specific time each day for your mental challenge, treating it as seriously as you would any other health-promoting activity. Challenge your brain today with something difficult enough to require real effort and concentration, because tomorrow might be too late to prevent the cognitive decline that starts with just one day of mental laziness. Habit 6. They sleep exactly 5 hours every night. What if the difference between living to 75 or living to 95 comes down to just 30 minutes of sleep each night? The CDC's comprehensive sleep and longevity study tracked over 40,000 participants for 25 years and discovered that people who sleep exactly 7.5 hours nightly live 15% longer than those who sleep significantly more or less, while also experiencing better immune function, improved memory consolidation, and more efficient cellular repair processes. This isn't about sleeping as much as possible, but about hitting the precise amount of sleep your aging body needs to perform essential maintenance and restoration. Too little sleep prevents your body from completing crucial repair cycles, while too much sleep indicates underlying health problems and can actually accelerate aging through prolonged inactivity and disrupted circadian rhythms. Ethel from Washington goes to bed at 9:30 p.m. and wakes at 5 a.m. every single day, maintaining this schedule for 25 years regardless of weekends, holidays, or social events. At 93, she takes 0 sleep aids or medications, has the energy of someone 20 years younger, and her doctor says her sleep quality is better than most people half her age. Getting too little or too much sleep disrupts cellular repair processes and accelerates aging by decades, while weakening your immune system, impairing memory formation, and increasing inflammation throughout your body. The American Sleep Foundation reports that seniors who sleep less than 6 hours or more than 9 hours nightly have significantly higher rates of heart disease, diabetes, depression, and early death. Poor sleep also prevents your brain from clearing toxic proteins that accumulate during waking hours, leading to faster cognitive decline and increased dementia risk. Calculate backwards from your desired wake-up time and go to bed exactly 8 hours earlier to account for the time it takes to fall asleep and get 7.5 hours of actual sleep. Create a consistent bedtime routine that signals to your body it's time to rest, avoiding screens, caffeine, and stimulating activities for at least 1 hour before bed. Start tonight by setting a firm bedtime and wake-up time that you'll maintain 7 days a week, because every hour of proper sleep adds measurable days to your life while improving every aspect of your physical and mental health. These 6 habits aren't complicated, expensive, or time-consuming, but they're the simple daily choices that separate those who live to 75 from those who thrive past 95 with energy, clarity, and independence. Beverly, Harold, Brenda, Lawrence, Vivian, Arnold, and Ethel didn't discover some secret formula or have special genetics. They just consistently did these 6 things every single day for decades. The remarkable truth is that starting today, at any age, you can begin adding years to your life and life to your years through these scientifically proven habits that cost nothing but deliver everything. If you're ready to join the ranks of healthy centenarians, hit that like button to commit to trying these habits and tell me in the comments which of these 6 habits you're going to start today. Subscribe for more life-extending secrets backed by real science. And please share this video with someone you love, because the greatest gift you can give another person is knowledge that could help them live decades longer with health, happiness, and vitality.